another one. No, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? You're joking. Are you joking? This really is just horrible.
Just felt that the fans, the team, the manager, everyone just needed a good result so they could go home and feel good about themselves and have that confidence, because I think deep down there was always this belief that there is a decent team in this squad somewhere. You'd need at some point to go and prove to everyone, including yourself, that it's there. It was a really impressive win against Peterborough, and I think even more impressive because Portsmouth were really poor for the first, 25, 30 minutes, very much second best, found themselves behind, a fairly disappointing goal to concede, and you did think, as things stood at that moment, would Pompey have potentially been booed off had they gone off 1-0 down? As it was, John Messino changed things quite subtly tactically, nothing drastic, just bringing Zach Swanson, I think, a bit further forward, just changing the pressing slightly. And in some ways, I think it's more impressive when a manager is able to make those dynamic changes during a match than when they just set their team up correctly from the start. Because sometimes you're going to get it right, sometimes you're going to get it wrong.
Going for the golden boot this year, Paul.
A comfortable win that we deserve is all we're after. That is what you've just got, ladies and gents.
I wouldn't say intimidating, but it's noisy. They generate a lot of noise.
They only sing when they're winning, apparently.
They do. Well, they do.
Very much.
They do.
Yeah.
But yesterday was a prime example. They were pretty dormant up until that penalty, I would say. Straight away, the Pompey fans reacted to that. You could hear the Pompey fans sing, chanting at the same time.
Wide. Going to have to get it in the box here. It's a low delivery. It's miscued, but it falls to Colby Bishop. Pride Park is silenced, and Portsmouth are level.
I am asking you to believe in this team. I'm not asking you to put us as champions, the little C next to our name, but I'm asking you to believe this team has a chance. That's 6 times now we've gone behind, and every single time we've said, not like that. Not like that, you're not.
Some appeals from the Derby County players, but Bishop got the final touch.
The Derby fans, some of them booed at the final whistle.
I heard that, yeah.
They booed.
Yeah.
Now, for me, that shows how well Pompey performed, because Derby weren't happy.
Get an equaliser last fucking minute.
Against Derby, I thought we were okay, we were in the game. I asked the players at half time just to, it sounds a bit corny, but believe in themselves as much as we do as a staff, because we just think they're superb. We know you've got that ability. No, go and show it, go and play. Show us what you show us in training every day.
And I think under John Messino, I think they're building a sturdy team that's going to be hard to beat. I will admit, though, I don't think they're as prolific as it looks. Yes, they're not lost, blah blah, but they've not won convincingly either.
It's going to be a really tough game. We'll see. Let's somewhere along the line they're going to lose a game, aren't they? You'd expect they're not the Invincibles. So hopefully it'll be Tuesday night. We'll see. Under the lights, Al. Under the lights.
minutes in, we were still recovering from, taking the lead 8 minutes in away from home at a contender, just to then Bishop flicks the ball over. Paddy Lane has got actual seconds to think about what he's going to do, and we're all just thinking, surely not. We've only just scored, surely not. Oh, and what a finish! What a finish! We're 2-0 up in 8 minutes.
Pompey done to Barnsley what Barnsley done to us last season.
Yes, and it felt good to get revenge.
It did. The limbs in that away end must have been absolutely
unbelievable. Again, we were still recovering from the first, and then we didn't know what to do for the second one. It was less limbs and more just jumping about, trying to figure out how. No one scores 2 goals in the same minute. Oh, it was fantastic stuff up there. And then Ogilvy heads in the third, 16 minutes in, and you think, what is going on here? We've had such a blessed 4 days on the road. The 95th minute equaliser at Derby, 3-0 up, 16 minutes in on a Tuesday night at Barnsley. Oh, it was brilliant. We won't talk about the rest.
I'm not going to.
And the final 20 minutes, every single person that away end, all 600-700 of us, whatever it was, we were just like, have you ever been to Essex? Have you ever been to a seaside town in Essex? Name of Southend. We're like, oh, it's fucking Southend. It's fucking Southend.
Twitter was full of that as well.
It's fucking Southend all over again. But the spectre of Southend is gone. It's finally been banished, where one of these games doesn't turn out the way we worry it will be. Even though people may say, oh, we got lucky. We didn't get lucky in the end. We earned our way into going 3-0 up. You can't talk about the second half performance and almost finding a way to throw it all away without talking how magisterial we were in the first half. So I won't have any talk of we were lucky. Barnsley 3-0 up in 16 minutes. They earned every bit of it, and it's a colossal 3 points because we historically suck in those type of games away from home at contenders, and we just collected 4 points from 6 in 3 days. It was a brilliant few days.
Given the fact it's been a good 22 years since Pompey have won at Oakwell, it isn't just Pompey atop of the league because they've beaten either relegation fodder, mid-table sides or newly promoted teams. This is actually real statement results, aren't they?
I think we saw a little bit of a change in the winds tonight, and it is quite windy. Pompey can hold on to a win, finally, when I think for the last probably 10 to 15 years, we would have thrown that away.
Prior to the game against Lincoln City at Fratton Park, the Jimmy Dickinson statue was unveiled just outside of the stadium in the corner of the Fratton end of the North Stand, just in the car park on Anson Road. The Jimmy Dickinson statue, after a couple of years of fundraising.
It's a fantastic day to be here, and the weather's come out well too, so what more could you ask for? Yeah, I mean, it's tremendous. I mean, he is Mr. Portsmouth Football Club, if you like.
It was a freak goal, wasn't it? Let's be honest. I didn't drop my head. I said to my missus sat next to me, it's all right, they'll get back into it.
That summed up the majority of Fratton Park. Whilst they were cheering, the Pompey fans started
we got louder
straight away.
And
we got louder. And we've said it numerous times, when the Pompey fans are on their feet and this team are in the ascendancy, Fratton Park and this team are an unstoppable force.
Gets it in the Lincoln area. There's a chance for Robertson, keeps it moving. Lane on his left foot, deflected, and into the net. And Paddy Lane scores for the second game running. It needed a deflection to beat the goalkeeper. Far make for Pompey here. Sparks is the option. First time cross. Decent one to the far post. Paul into the net. And Regan Paul scores against his former club.
The crowd responded brilliantly well. It's always really noticeable, whether they think it or not. We go 1-0 down, and all of a sudden you hear the stadium go up. It makes a massive difference because we know that they're there behind us and willing on us to win.
How big is that rather than groans for that cheer?
It's massive. Honestly, it's massive, and I think it's a reflection in terms of the fan reaction. It's a reflection of what they're seeing on the pitch.
get Pompey in it?
No, not the fucking six.
You got the six, come on!
Wigan have scored!
Swings it in towards the penalty spot. Bishop, the target, is headed down and it's in! Pompey have equalised. Shaughnessy, I think, got the last touch. Regan Paul wheeling away to celebrate in front of the away crowd. That didn't take long, did it? Pompey back on level terms. Right-footed towards the back post it goes. The keeper thought about coming, headed back into the middle. Pack's there. The volley's goalwards and it's in. It's Paddy Lane. It's the third goal in a row for Paddy Lane, and the away crowd goes wild. A left-footed volley. I think he might have taken a deflection.
Solid away performance, nothing wrong with it, and that game could have easily gone wrong. But I think after the red card, Pompey played it sensibly and locked it down, which was good to see.
I think Wigan are a really decent team, and I think not many teams are going to go there and get a victory.
From a Wickham point of view, they're not going to be bothered who it's come off. Portsmouth have gone behind. Portsmouth 0, Wickham 1. Kamara across into the middle, and Bishop puts the ball into the net. Kamara looked like he might have overrun it. Rattanen trying to suck the ball in the net. Sparks to deliver. Whipped in, Strick underneath it. It's headed into the net.
No one at Fratton Park is going to forget that Conor Shaughnessy header anytime soon. There is something so special about last-second winners and just the sheer unbridled joy they bring you. And those are the moments. That's why you're a football fan. That's why you go to those games and watch those 0-0 draws. And you put up with real tedium and seasons in League Two and defeat after defeat after defeat, because you get those highs every now and again. And that Shaughnessy header, the joy of the fans, the joy of the players, just an absolutely wonderful moment. Love last minute winner. But look, had Portsmouth drawn 1-1 last night, I still would come and say it was a good performance against a pretty decent Wickham team. Oxford would have overtaken Portsmouth, and it wouldn't have been the end of the world, because if you keep playing that well, you're going to get a lot of results go your way.
Having performed the way that we did, I would have been maybe not quite as pleased, but I would have certainly been as pleased with the performance, because I thought we were superb for 90 to 100 minutes, whatever it was.
So much to enjoy and so much to like at the moment. Pompey going behind again. 5 games this season they've conceded first and won. 9 times they've come back from going a goal behind in what's now 22 games unbeaten in the league. I'm almost losing count. It's incredible. It's an amazing record.
Oh, what limbs and what scenes. I wish that was just my entire life, just how I felt after that last minute winning.
I just want to bottle that feeling up, really, and just sort of embrace it for all time.
Yeah, absolutely. Who would not want to do that?
whenever you can get a team to go 22 games unbeaten across the back end of one season and the beginning of the next, you do really feel as though you are on something of a runaway train of momentum.
Sparks might cross from here. Instead, he tries to go around the outside of Chislett. Now he'll cross. It's a decent cross. Loose in the area. Rafferty into the net. Bishop scores. It's Rafferty's effort that's pretty much hit Colby Bishop. Bishop steps up and scores. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Portsmouth are heading back to the top of the league as things stand.
Current points per game ratio, which is something around 2.5, that is not sustainable. Pompey cannot keep getting points all season on that rate. It's just not going to happen. It's going to slow down at some point.
Scoring.
I think you're seeing that league table start to settle down at the moment. I'm going to call Pompey a definite top 2 contender at this point from what we've seen.
The players have shown that they have faith in him, given the fact they've come from behind so often. The fans have been won over. They're scoring goals. They're top of the league. They're still unbeaten. Of course, the wheels could come off, and they will encounter numerous, challenges throughout the rest of this 46 game season. But if you actually look at the foundations, I think they are rock solid, and I think there is every reason to believe that Portsmouth will be a Championship football club by the time this season comes to a close.
You've come down in your bright shirts. Are you trying to blind us, or have you just won the competition of the worst football away kit of the year?
It's proving really popular, actually, to sell out twice, I think, now, so you're wrong there.
Be questions answered every Wednesday as Sparks is in behind. Sparks shots across for Bishop! Oh, he's put it wide. And he's put his head in his hands. He can't believe it.
Well, everybody was just expecting the net to bulge, weren't they?
Sparks wants to go into the danger area. Shaughnessy! Oh, I don't believe it! He's done it again! Connor Shaughnessy in stoppage time! He only scores last-minute winners! Pompey haven't really deserved it! The winning run's going to continue!
Never write off this Pompey team. Oh my word.
What is it with you and late winners at the front end? I don't know, but we'll take them every time.
Can we get Pompey in it?
Can we get a what?
Pompey in it.
In it.
Say Pompey in it.
Oh. Pompey in it.
They're on 31 points. They haven't lost a game for 225 days. 11th of March, they lost to Sheffield Wednesday. They are 24 games unbeaten. This Porter side look good.
After that win, Pompey have just equalled our best ever unbeaten start to a season.
They're a special football team at the moment. They're a really good football team, and it's hard to see where the defeat's going to come from. But I think it will come. But I think this Pompey side will be strong enough and good enough to just go shrug it off. One defeat. Let's go 24 unbeaten again.
A point for Pompey away at Cambridge. If you can't win them, don't lose them. The unbeaten run goes on for John Messino's side.
You know, when you're top of the league and you're going away to places, or even when teams come to you, you're now a scalp. So everybody raises their game. The fans raise their game here at Cambridge. You know, it's a good atmosphere tonight and a good tempo to the game. So yeah, you know, it's the end of the run. It was going to come sometime. You didn't concede, but you didn't score. So, you know, these results are going to happen. It's what reaction is next, is what you're interested in.
I'm very, very pleased with the performance. Obviously, would have liked to have won the game, but this is a tough place to come, and Cambridge aren't a bad side. Like I said, I was telling the truth pre-match, and you know, I think that as long as we go and follow that up with positive performances and hopefully results, then it'll be a good point.